Earlier this week, I made a video in regards to the gameplay for Azur Lane, and on that video I received a comment from Minko525 asking for tips and a guide video in regards to the gameplay. Thank you very much, Minko525, so let's go ahead and do that. So one tip I have for you guys when it comes to your dorm, let's say you have full oil already and you don't know what to use it on, and you would like to go ahead and collect the oil that you have pending in your academy. The best thing that you can do is use your oil on supplies. So I would suggest buying naval curry because, again, like I mentioned on my previous video, it increases experience by 5 for 60 minutes. So you got 5 extra experience every single time you use this for 60 minutes. So just go ahead and use all that oil or half of the other oil on this. Anyway, you won't be using it as much. The only time that you'd be using it is if you plan on doing the attack portion of the game, or if you plan on doing commission. Only some commission even uses oil. So my suggestion would just go ahead and use it here. So if you want, you can just buy 20. That'll be more than sufficient enough. Another tip, I would suggest going ahead and placing your super rare characters or ships here and leveling them up. Let's say you got a new super rare ship, but of course they're too low level to put in your best fleet. Might as well just put them in the dorm so that they can level up. Like right now, I probably got these ships 2 days ago. Currently, my hood is level 47. Same with Atago and Takao. I just got them 2 days ago. So from level 1 all the way up to that. So again, my best suggestion, once you get a super rare ship and you would like to use it, put them first in the dorm. Leave it there for a couple of days. Don't forget to put in the supplies that you need. Again, use your naval curry so that you can get additional experience so that they can level up faster. I didn't tackle on this too much on the previous video, but I did mention that each ship has its own affinity. When it starts, their affinity always starts as stranger. But when you get it to the max, it'll become love, and then you can actually marry your ships. So I have Illustrious and I have her as Oath. That's the highest affinity that you can get. And right now, she is at 105 for the affinity. And we got married basically. What's great about this is basically the current buff, all base stats except for speed and gear would be an additional 9%. So raising their affinity really does help. And the best way you can do that is, number one, you can place them in the dorm. It'll raise their XP as well as their affinity for you as their commander. And then, not only that, but put them in your main fleet so that whenever you use them, doesn't just increase the XP, but it also increases the affinity as well. So that would be the fastest way to gain their affinity. Another advice that I have for you guys is, if you notice, there are common characters, right? I mean, yeah, they're the common characters, they're the lowest of low, but I would still suggest in regards to leveling them up. Why do you ask? Because every time you add a star, every time you do a limit break with them, you get closer to getting collection. The collection rate for you guys would open up a lot of benefits for you guys. And I'm going to show you guys that and why. So as you guys can see right now, I'm here at collection. So notice that there are rewards for getting a certain number of stars per squad, class, so on and so forth. So you can get stuff for your dorm, you can also get gems, and you can even get characters as well. So this would be a really good plus for you guys if you guys are able to increase the limit break or the amount of stars, even if it's just a common character or a common ship, so that you guys can get more gems. Now, if you guys are willing to, pay for gems, don't really care about where you spend your gems, I would suggest using these common characters as a way of enhancement for your main characters. So this is how you would actually enhance so that you'd get the best of it for your characters. Go ahead and select the character that, your best character, whether it be super rare or elite. So let's say San Diego. Okay. Alright, go ahead and click on enhancement. Of course, you want to make sure the type of ship that it is matches with the material that you're going to use. So I'll show you guys why. So if you notice, Omaha is the same exact type. So let's go ahead and use her and Raleigh, Leander, Königsberg, and Karlsruhe. Sorry if I'm slaughtering the name, but that's the best that I can pronounce. There. So the reason for this is because the materials are the same type of ship, it'll boost the stat that best fits with this ship. So firepower, torpedo, and reload for San Diego. If you use those same exact type of ships for the material for enhancement, then you're gonna really get a good amount of XP for your ship right there. For those gamers just starting out and you don't know where to find your ships, or where would be the best place for them to spawn or to get them, all you can do is actually go to the archives, and if you have encountered them maybe during an exercise or maybe during let's say one of your attack or story mode, all you have to do is, if you have encountered them before, they will actually pop up in your archives, but with a shadow or a darker color around it, meaning that you haven't gotten them, but you have encountered them. So let's say I would like to get Laffy, but I haven't encountered her before, but here. So basically you can get Laffy through Explorer Stage 2, Stage 2 Part 1, or even Light Ship Construction. So you can build it, but of course it depends on the chance of getting it. And then you can just grind on Stage 2, Part 1. And sooner or later you're going to end up getting Laffy. And even super rare type, you can actually check where you can get them. So for Eldridge, basically you can only get her in the munition shop exchange. So if you notice, in the shop part, there's actually two parts. So this is the shop on the bottom left hand corner. So this is originally a shop. Now once you click it again, you'll notice that it'll change to supplies. So how do you get to the munition shop? On the bottom right hand corner, you'll see there's another tab for the munitions, and you can check and cycle through that. Well guys, that's the end of this video. If you guys have any suggestions in regards to games that I should play, please leave a comment on the comment section below. And please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. You guys have a safe and fantastic rest of your day, and thank you very much for watching.